What do you think, like a donut or something? I don't really know. Looks like you got headed straight to the wall.
His hand.
This one, a little more.
What you got for us this morning, Mr. Hunter?
Looks like we got another good shoot gonna happen this morning. They said on the scouting report we had about 2,500, 3,000 birds working. You can hear the roost in the background. They're going crazy, so that'll be a pretty good shoot. I think we're rocking about 55 dozen, 60 dozen dive bombs again. Looks like we're working with a U with a few family groups on the outside, so that'll be a pretty good shoot. See y'all in a second.
Killing.
Y'all get them?
Killing. Yeah, I was watching their YouTube videos. They do suck ass at shooting, so.
You ain't kidding on that. A lot louder when you're not shooting. I don't know how this thing.
Straight up killing. Straight up kill him over here on my side. Kill him 3. Straight up kill him. Straight up kill him over here on my side. Oh shit. I couldn't find him. Here. Right here behind us, 5 of them. Get ready, guys, coming out over top. Straight up, kill him. Nice shot, Adam. Got all 5 of them?
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Coming back. On this end right here, this end. Straight up, kill him.
God, that one is eating it. Oh no, he ate that one.
How many? Get him. What'd you get? Get him.
You're swinging it, you know.
Killing. Killing. Good night.
And
751, man.
751, got a 10 man.
Hey guys, Poor Outdoors here, back from our hunt. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. What we got here, we're gonna do a little catch and cook episode for y'all. So we're gonna keep it simple on this one. I'll tell you, speck goose is one of the best meat I've had. The guys down at Southern Speck Outfitters compared it to sandhill crane, calling it ribeye of the sky. I think that's a tough call, but it's definitely same caliber. So what I'm gonna make for y'all is a sous-vide steak. It's pretty simple, it sounds fancy. It's a French method of cooking. What you do is you submerge it in hot water, let it get to temperature, and then you just finish it off with a good sear. What it does, that slow cook keeps it real buttery, real tender, and then you can maintain that internal temp that you want without over or undercooking it. Ingredients, super simple. The hardest part was having something to sous vide with, so if you got an Instant Pot, most of them have the setting, or you can buy the wand that you can attach to a pot right on your stovetop. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our specklebelly goose, we're going to throw it in a sealable bag. This is the one I use, it's reusable, real easy to clean out, endless uses out of it, but you can use a Ziploc or vacuum sealed bag works great as well because it sucks all the air out and compresses all the flavors in. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the speck breasts. I've got 2 here cleaned. We're going to put them in the sealable bag. and we're gonna squeeze all the air out, and all that's gonna be in there is the breast, lightly coated in olive oil with some salt and pepper, a few thyme sprigs right here, and then I got a couple cloves of garlic to go in there to flavor it as well. Like I said, simple ingredients. It's really the sous-vide machine's gonna do most of the work for you, and then we're gonna throw it on a cast iron at the end and get that good sear. So I'll go ahead and get this started. What you really want to look for with these bags is something that you can get airtight, that seals well. You want to get all the air out so it sinks and submerges in the sous vide. And with that, you want something that's not going to break and then get the water in there, because that'll ruin the meat. So, like I said, olive oil, we're just going to lightly coat this. We're going to get both sides real good, just a light coat, and all that's going to do is help some of the seasoning stick to it and keep it a little hydrated while it's in the sous vide machine. A little bit of salt and pepper, not too much. This stuff really doesn't need a lot, just because it's so good as is. While we were down there, the guys hooked us up with an open fire pit with a rotisserie over it. We were able to cook a couple breasts just over an open flame, and they were phenomenal. No seasoning, no spices, no nothing, just open flame, cooked them medium rare. They were absolutely phenomenal, so that's why I say the minimal seasoning needed. We're gonna get these in here. Those thyme sprigs right on top of them, and then we're gonna get a garlic clove on either side. You want to seal most of it. Get this out of the way. Kind of hear that pressing all the air out, and then seal it shut. We got minimal air, just the spices, herbs, garlic in there with those steaks. That's kind of what it looks like right there. Alright, so we got our meat ready to go into the sous vide. I've got it set to 128. That's right on the border of rare and medium rare. That's how I like to eat my steaks. I prefer rare, but I think with something like this, you want to lean towards medium rare as a perfect cook. So 128 degrees, and then you want to go half an hour for every half inch of thickness. So I've got about 1 inch thick breasts. I'm going to do an hour and a half just to be safe. Make sure they're cooked all the way through. So that's usually the method I use, half hour for every inch, or half an inch, sorry. And then I'll give a half hour buffer just to make sure it's good. So what you want to do is just submerge it in here, and then I'll squish the top of the bag down, which will kind of just keep some pressure to hold them at the bottom there. Close this up, and we're just going to let it go for an hour and a half. All right, guys, so finished up an hour and a half in the sous vide. It's at 128, and what we did, we let it sit for about 10 minutes. Patted it down with a paper towel. Now we're going to get it into this cast iron. All that's in there is about a tablespoon of olive oil and about a quarter stick of butter, maybe a little bit less. You'll see the butter starting to foam a little bit. That means it's hot, so we're going to get in there just for a quick sear. What you want to do while these are crisping up is just get some of that butter at the edge of the pan and just kind of baste it over. Make sure you get both right. You get both sides of each one. That'll just add some flavor when it goes to crisp up. Okay. All right, guys, give them about a minute on each side in that butter. Looks like they got a good sear on them now. Pulled them off the cast iron and threw them on the cutting board. Gave them about 10 minutes or so. You just want them to rest, or if you cut them open too early, you'll lose a lot of the juices and the flavor that go with it. So it's been about 10 minutes. We're gonna cut them open and see how we did. All right, guys, as you can see, it came out perfect, kind of that perfect even pink and red throughout the whole goose breast. So that's what that sous vide will do for you. And then that quick sear just kind of seals it all in. So cook this up with any sort of potato and throw a salad on the side, make it for some family or friends. They'll think you're a professional chef, but as you saw, it's pretty simple. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it.